Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Always, and welcome back to Skybees. In the last episode, we were working with blood magic and astral sorcery. We have our altar over there, and you might notice there's a couple new things. We'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, we have our blood altar. We got it upgraded to a tier 2 with these blank runes, and I put some blood in it because we're going to be using this today. We've got a little bit more blood magic to do before I turn my attention to Mechanism, because we want to get into Mechanism so that we can get the Nether trees and the Nether, the Nylium and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I have two more apiaries that I built between episodes on a new little platform. These these this is the factory hexagon, and it has both factory apiaries. So we're gonna have steel, fluorite, refined obsidian, uranium, uranite, and refined glowstone in here. Currently just steel, producing steel, which is the middle one. And in this one we have we're gonna have silicon, fluix, Certus quartz, enriched iron, and rubber. And we have, fluix and Certus quartz already, so not too bad. And I kind of like the way these look. We have green Portuguese pavement slabs. These are all slabs, for the record. Both of these are actually all slabs. They both have light gray framed glass because I thought that would be kind of an industrial looking. And white Portuguese pavement slabs are the roofs in both of them. We do have to be a little bit careful coming out because, yeah, there's void. But yeah, they both have white Portuguese pavement slabs for their roof. And then I have redstone lamps on both of them with just a lever up there to do the whole, make sure it's powered. And yeah, this one is black brick slabs, and the Portuguese pavement slabs are made from living rock, cobblestone, gravel, and slime balls. The green ones, the white ones are literally just the living rock, cobblestone, and gravel. So not too bad of a craft. The thing that was awful was the black brick slabs, which require black bricks, which are clay balls dyed with black dye. This took a lot of clay. It took quite a bit of clay. And that was the pain, is waiting for it all to cook up and all that kind of fun stuff. And then the light gray framed glass is just framed glass, which I don't know if I like the light gray. I'm going to stick with it for now at least. I can always go back and change it later. But the framed glass is a little expensive. It is 4 iron for every 4, so it's an iron for each, and there's 5 glass for each 4 framed glass. But we have glass bees, we have iron bees, so it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, we have a ton of glass, so it's not too big of a problem. And I've got it set up with the same item collector. I had to think of what that was called. I was like, Ender or something? No, it's an item collector, and everything should be good. So I do need to figure out the flooring in this area, and if we're going to put anything else here. We might put something kind of simple like, I don't know. We might put something machinery like that's fairly simple there, but for the most part, it's just going to be the bees. And then this platform over here, where we currently have sifting, this is going to be our main, machine platform once we get to that. So yeah, I need to make more and more and more beehives, and what we'll probably do is something similar over here for the nether bees, is have both apiaries. I know it says nether A. I might have both of them here and try to make it look kind of cool on the hexagon, or else actually I might do 2 separate ones. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Anyways, yeah, today we're going to get into a little bit of blood magic, and so let's get into that first. So I can get rid of that now. What I want from blood magic is the Divination Sigil. It's difficult to say sometimes, which requires a blank slate and Arcane Ashes. Now, Arcane Ashes come from the Alchemy Table. And the Alchemy Table requires a blank slate. So we need a couple things. We need 2 blank slates, which is not too difficult to come by. And we're going to do a little bit of alchemy, just so we can get our sigil. And that will help me a lot. Because in order to get into Mekanism, we have to put steel blocks into the blood altar to make the steel casings. So why they're infused with blood, I'm not sure, but it is how it is. So that's what we are going to do first, is get some things together so that we can look at the blood a little bit closer. So we need the Alchemy Table. Nothing too difficult there. Now I do wonder, blood magic, is the Alchemy Table a thing? No, there's no quest for the Alchemy Table. No quest for alchemy at all. Let's go ahead and sleep the night away. And the Alchemy Table allows us to do quite a bit of things, but the main thing that we need is... why does it place like that? That's weird. We're going to just put it right here. So the Alchemy Table, down, up, north, south, west, east, I have no idea what like any of that is. We just need some ashes. We need... Oh, it drains life. How much do we currently have? Let's get a little bit more. So we can put that in there, and I think it's just... Nope, not that. Not bone meal. We need white dye. And it is processing. And then we should get what we need. Now, something about blood magic I should mention. If you try to craft something and it doesn't... So how do I explain this? If you try to craft something and it doesn't have enough blood to do anything, so enough life essence to do what it needs to do, if it uses your blood orb, it will just take it from you actively. So that can be deadly. You can die from blood magic very easily. So it is something to keep in mind. But Arcane Ashes, I've got to remember how to use this. So we have the Arcane Ashes. Now to make the Divination Sigil, I believe we put these down. They get used. We put redstone and then we throw in the blank slate. No, we click it with the blank slate. You get these cool particle effects, which is actually really neat. And then it spits out the item. And there is our Divination Sigil. So if we click it, it will bind to us. We will become its current owner. And we have 700 life points in our soul network. But what's even better is we can come over here, and up in the left-hand corner, we can see how much blood is in here. We can also click it, and it will tell us. Current tier is 2. Current essence is 1600. And for the steel casing, we need 5,000. So, more blood for the blood gods. And 36. So we're going to need more. It's going to take a little bit more. But that's okay. So, what we can do right now, I'm going to kind of rearrange some things. Let's break this. Break that. Break this. And what we're going to do is I want a energy cable here. And we're going to put the LV wire connector on top of it. Let's get to the other side. Might be a little bit easier. And I think we have to hit it with a wrench. And then can this... No, probably can't connect. So we'll put that here. Connect those, and then connect those. Perfect. So we will need to hit that with the wrench, which is in here. No, that is cyclic. These are... How did I get it to connect before? Apparently it was. Okay. So let's do it this way. If we put something like this, does it mostly like to connect to like that way? That works. Then we can put cobblestone back here, and then we just wire it up. Okay, cool. So I did all that just so that we can make this a little bit nicer, and more importantly, pull off power lines so that we can put a few machines here. So how do I want to do this? Let's move this over and do it like this. Alright, that'll work. Cool. So let's go give more blood. And while we're at it, we're going to want 1, 2, 3. I only want 3 steel blocks right now. I'll keep the rest. We actually don't need the Arcane Ashes or anything like that. We just need our Divination Sigil, which does it work if it's just in... Nope, it has to be in your hand. Can't be in your offhand either. Okay, whatever. We just need to make sure that we have enough blood before starting the craft, which we do. So what we can do is put the steel block in there, eat some more honey and apples. I made more of these, but this will suck up all the blood. You can see it draining, and it will make the Mekanism steel casing, which is what we're after. So once that's done, we're going to make the Metallurgic Infuser, the first machine that we need. It's pretty simple other than the steel casing, so that's not going to be a problem. But it is very, very powerful, and actually what we want to get more blocks. I'm doing all of this at this point. We should probably, get a little bit better infrastructure in, get our refined storage system up and running. But I want to make more apiaries, and I want certain blocks. So there we go. That is the entire reason why we're doing Mekanism now instead of something else. But let's get some more blood in here, and we'll recover while we craft. And speaking of crafting, we're going to need 2 furnaces, some redstone, and some iron. And in general, we're going to need more redstone and iron. So, Metallurgic Infuser. Now, that should have... Okay. Cool. And it remembered. So, now that we have the Metallurgic Infuser, we can do a lot of different things. And actually, the first thing I'm going to do, because we're going to be going after 2 things. See, one of the bees that we currently have, but we don't have any use for... By the way, I expanded the bee storage. So we have a lot of bees that are completely finished. Snowball, Lapis Emerald, Pigment, Obsidian, Icy, Prismarine, Nether Quartz, Skeleton, Zombie, Blaze, Creeper, Ender. But I can't do anything with the Fluorite bees, because Fluorite bees, which will go in the machine, the factory A, or whichever one, with the steel bees, I do believe. Fluorite, yeah. So Fluorite bees would go in here, and so I'm ready to, have them be put away, but they require Fluorite Ore. Now, Fluorite Ore I can get from laser drilling, but I can also get it from recombining Fluorite dust, and I can make dust with, well, I already have dust, so I just need to get the Fluorite Ore, and in order to get that, we're going to need a combiner, and that requires some things that we can't make. Well, we can make those now, but they'll be easier if we make a Enrichment Chamber first. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what we're going to focus on. 34. If we get that up to 10,000, if we get that full, then we can make both. So first step is we are going to need, so we don't need the Metallurgic Infuser anymore. We're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 circuits. And the circuits are osmium and redstone. So yeah. The question is, do we have any osmium smelted up? I do not. I know that I have osmium. I have plenty of osmium. Okay, maybe not plenty, but I have some osmium. Let's get like 8. That should be more than enough. And we're going to need 4 of those, and 2 of those and 2 of those. So we need 4 circuits in total, which is not too bad. So while we're waiting for that to smelt up, we can go sacrifice ourselves a little bit more. And 76. We could go ahead. Let's go ahead and make another casing, so that we can, craft it pretty much instantly. The next thing we're making is the Enrichment Chamber, which is 4 redstone, 2 iron, and then these. So what does the Metallurgic Infuser do? Well, it infuses things, pretty obviously. So it has the yellow slot is like the catalyst or whatever. It's infusing into the red slot, and it outputs into the blue slot. Well, if we put osmium in here and a single redstone in there, no. How much do we need for each one? 20. So it's 2 redstone each. And we're going to just go ahead and make 2 of these right now, because we're going to have a better way of making making these in just a second. So it requires 20 millibuckets of redstone to infuse to make 1 basic control circuit. But we can make these enriched redstone, and these give 80. Whereas normal redstone in the infusing give 10. So it's a lot better. So that's what we're going to do. It is also a quest, basic control circuit. Let's eat some more. Let's sleep. And yeah, that's the idea. Now we'll also use the infuser. Something I like to do is, at the very least at the beginning, use exactly how much redstone you need. Don't use too much excess. Alright, I think it's just 4 more hearts. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. 1, 2. Alright, perfect. Steel casing. No, not steel casing. Steel block. And let's go ahead and make the enrichment chamber. So the enrichment chamber allows us to enrich things, obviously. And what that means is we can make, we can turn diamonds and redstone into better quality infusing materials. So that's what we're gonna do. So we'll put that in here. Now this still has 20. Something I like to do is try to make sure that there is exact numbers for whatever we use, so that this is always drained. Now we can dump excess, but it's better if we don't. So 1 redstone in the enrichment chamber. Now it obviously takes a little bit more power, but power won't be too much of a problem later. And that will make the enriched redstone, which will make 80 millibuckets. And so that's enough to do 4 control circuits. We only need to do 1 more, but we need to make a couple other things. So we're going to need an advanced. So we're going to need some infused alloy. That is the next thing, and it requires 10 millibuckets for each iron of redstone, and this will make infused alloy. Now this is a really important thing. It's used for so much in Mekanism, but what we're going to use it for is to upgrade these 2 circuits, and I can actually do that right here, no problem. So an advanced circuit, and we're going to get a bunch of quests completed as we kind of power through this. We're going to get the reinforced and elite control circuits, and to do that we're also going to get an enriched diamond. I don't know how many of these we're going to need, so let's just get 2. And So we're going to need 2, 4, 8. 8 enriched. We're going to need 2 more. We're going to need another piece of iron. Because we're going to need 8 enriched alloys. The tier 1. And then from there we can make more. Upgrade them a little bit more. And then that should be everything we need to do. So we could probably go ahead and make 2 extras. Just because. Yeah, so we're going to need to make 2 extras just to clean things up. And then we should be able to make everything we need. So enriched redstone goes in there. And that will make the infused alloys. And then we need to upgrade the infused alloys to the elite reinforced. And that requires diamond. It is 20 per. And so we are going to need both of these enriched diamonds. Because those will give 8. I forgot where I was going. So then we should be able to, after that, make the combiner and make fluorite. So this is going to take a little bit of time, but it's not that big of a deal. So once these are done, we put the enriched diamonds in. Those will, build up. What happens if we can't put them in right now because there's redstone there? And so that's why I like to make sure I use up all of the materials. Is just so that we don't have issues of I don't waste anything. Now, the last thing that we're going to be using this mechanism stuff for, and the main reason we made it all, is to get nylium, which I don't... Okay, I do know how to spell. So crimson nylium we can get from netherrack and fungi. 10 units of fungi. Now, we do have some funguses. Specifically, we have access to mushrooms. And so, how much does a single mushroom give you? 10. Perfect. So we need a brown mushroom. At least I think we have access to mushrooms. Do we have access to mushrooms? Alright, so mushrooms. I feel like we did. So we can grow them from... Okay, can we get red mushrooms? No. How about these mushrooms? No. Can't really do anything with those. And they're not particularly useful. Okay. So I gotta think of what can we do. I have an idea, and I don't know if this will work, but we'll go ahead and try it. Just put that stuff there for right now. So we need to get mushrooms. That is the question. I felt like we did. Is there... There's not like mushroom spores. Oh, we can make... Okay. We just need some seeds. Some ancient spores. Is the red mushrooms easier to get? No. Alright, so here's hoping we can get this. We might want to actually put fortune on something. Anyways. We need to upgrade these. And we'll let those go. And water. We can actually put this stuff away for right now. And let's see if we can get any good enchants on our axe. Fortune would be good. But you know what? Efficiency would be really nice too. So let's get a little bit of lapis. Might give us fortune. Never know. So efficiency. It's just efficiency. Anything good on this? No. Okay. So we need to get brown mushrooms. And once we get brown mushrooms, then things will be a lot easier. But there is a brown mushroom block. Now, we can just break this and hope. Nope. Okay. So we might need to do this a couple times. Where did my bucket go? I put my bucket in there for some reason. I meant to put the Divination Sigil in there. Okay. It's fine. Anyways, how's this coming? Almost done. And it's completely out of diamond stuff. So, Reinforced Alloy. Then we can just run over here to a crafting table. We can make the elite control circuits. And then we can make the combiner. And with that, we have the Enrichment Chamber. It doesn't really care about the combiner, which is kind of whatever. But there's no rewards to collect, unfortunately. Just kind of is. So we can go ahead and put the combiner down. We can put a piece of cobblestone there. And how much fluorite dust do we need? 8, right? No. Cobblestone, it is either 5 or 8. Not entirely sure. So let's take 8. And this will allow us to make the ore. And then I'll be able to, you know, make the fluorite bees and get them going and all that kind of fun stuff. So it is 8. I don't know why there might be another option for 5 because you can add stuff to it. But more bee things I can do later. So let's hopefully get this taken care of. And I just need a singular brown mushroom because with 1 I can bone meal. We have bone meal over here. Let's actually put our excess in infused alloys. I can never remember which ones are which. So if you see me struggling or hear me struggling with that, that's why. I can't remember. Okay, so we can just put this here. I feel like we had mushrooms at some point. Why do I feel like we had mushrooms? Because isn't it how we got slime? Yes. So I put those in there. Am I just blind? Did I do all that just to completely look over mushrooms? Yes, I did. Oh, and it grew. Okay. So we'll grab some more mushrooms. Why not? When did I do that? I must have done something similar. I don't remember. It's been a while. Anyways, we need a piece of netherrack. And actually, the more netherrack that we can have, the better off we'll be. But we do have a netherrack bee. So, let's centrifuge some netherrack. And what we're going to do is we're going to put one of these in here with 1 mushroom. And we'll come back, and that will give us some crimson nylium. Now, I don't need the bone meal anymore. Crimson nylium. Actually, I do need the bone meal. What am I thinking? Let's take a full stack, though. So the crimson nylium, we can place down. And for now, I'm just going to put it over here. And we can spread it, I do believe. I've never actually done too much with this stuff yet. But we can basically, bone meal the netherrack. And then we can get the crimson fungus plus all of the other things. So these are the crimson roots. And then we can grow the really big tree. And I need to get up there so that we can break the really big tree. Okay, so Let's just get rid of all that. Nether wart blocks. There is so much stuff up here. And we're actually breaking this all with the wrong tool. But it's okay. Doesn't matter too much to me. It just takes a little bit longer. Oh, there's so much more. And yeah, if we want to grow these, I should probably put a roof over them so they don't do this. But we can get some shroom lights, and we can get plenty of things. So that is the crimson stuff. So we have 26 crimson stems plus a ton of everything else. And while it destroyed the netherrack the cobblestone did destroy the crimson nylium. We can pick this all up. We do have silk touch, and we have some excess. Now, how do we get the warped? Which is what I actually want. I want this blue wood. I love the warp stem. They look so nice. Well, we do the same thing, but with crimson nylium instead. So nothing too difficult, and we should be able to. I should be able to do some fun crafting, make some cool looking things, and call it a day. So most of this is going to be kind of off camera work. I do want to go ahead and make. Do I just have a stone hoe in here? I don't remember. Yeah, so let's make a diamond one. We have plenty of diamonds. We can get plenty more. It's just 2. And we have our warped nylium. Oops. Gotta grab the sticks first. We'll make a diamond hoe. And you know what? Let's see about enchanting this. 1, 2, 3. And we just put. I need to put the mushroom somewhere better. Probably in the windmill itself. But temptation, auto smelt, efficiency. Don't really want any of those. Okay, we'll just leave it as is for now. But we just grab some more netherrack, which we should have a ton of. And we can easily make a bunch of warped nylium. And so what we're going to do is probably this specific platform, hexagon, whatever, is going to be for the warped nylium, because that's what we're going to be using for our apiary, probably. And the other one that we're going to use, I don't know why we got some crimson roots there, but we did. Alright, I'm going to regret this. Okay, not too bad. So the stem is with the axe. And then everything else is with the hoe. So, yeah, I can get plenty of this stuff pretty easily. Vein Miner is so nice. And I don't have to worry about, you know, taking a ton of time to dig it all out. If I can get efficiency on my hoe, that would be really nice. But, yeah, what I can do now is basically make this platform, get the 2 apiaries I want on here, and come back next time. And I don't know what we're going to do next time. I haven't decided yet. We have a lot of different things we can kind of work on. One thing that would be nice is better power. So working on power generation could be a thing. Or we could also start looking at better bee stuff. So a better centrifuge would be nice. That is something that's been on my list for a while, but that doesn't require a lot of steel. We do have a lot of steel, but they're going to take some time. So it depends on how much time I, prep and hang out on this world versus what we can do. So pretty much the idea and the plan is going to be this. I'm going to figure out something to do. We're going to do it next time and go from there. I'm going to try to finish this apiary and maybe build out a little bit more and start just moving things a little bit faster with getting the bees and the apiaries built, because I'd love to get the diamonds and all that kind of stuff into an apiary sooner rather than later. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!